Dodger Stadium. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Okay, all set to go. Luis Arraez stands in. Just off the outside edge, and we are underway. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he swings through that one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Fernando Tatis Jr. batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That one pushed foul. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first. Padres down in order. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, pitching in our game today, Yu Darvish. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Darvish delivers. Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Darvish kicks, delivers. And a foul ball.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Betts gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a base hit into right center field. Betts around second, headed for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Going, gone! He circles the bases, and they take the lead. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. On the corner for a strike. This to third. Machado slings to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Will Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is fouled back. And the righty deals. just missing
outside.
there. Now 2-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
One down, base is empty. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Two outs, base is empty. Max Muncy digs in now. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Way inside, gets out of the way. Two outs. And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Up and in, and now it's filled up 3-2. Ripped to right, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Inside,
Nope,
just missed. Just missed. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-1.
One strike.
Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. That's to third, and it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And here is Michael Conforto. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Two on, 2 outs.
That's in. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next offering is down low. And a full count now. Hesung Kim up next for the Dodgers. Muncy at second. Pajes on at first with 2 down. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Manny Machado up to the plate. Ohtani back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And there's a foul ball. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Jake Cronenworth stands in here, takes ball 1 low. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. There's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now he breaks his bat. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Right through there for a strike. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Connor Joe stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Now move to first. Cronenworth dives back in.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
3-0.
On the outside corner for a strike. 3-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
On the ground to third. Over to first. And that will end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. And now the rookie second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
In the dirt, the count now 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Joe getting an angle on it. Nabs it. And there's one away. Here's Mookie now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a slider in there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Cronenworth throws to first in time. That's the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. And now it's Tirso Ornelas. Ornelas, 24 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Pitches in there. Strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle
1 ball,
away.
1 strike.
And ball one. And that
2
one
balls,
almost hit him.
1 strike. Hey, 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now it's Elias Diaz. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
One down, base is empty.
Nope. That's inside.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the San Diego batting order turns over. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, that's outside.
Just missed. Check swing, called strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one just misses, and the count is 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Tatis waits. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing. Padres leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's already homered in this game.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Base hit and a good start to the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 5-zip. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Will Smith to the plate. Struck out looking his first time. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Ryan Hoeing, the young right-hander, up and throwing. And he chases that one. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here comes Max Muncy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Though Chris, through the
Oh,
early
that's inside.
stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because
Outside,
teams are
that's
really
ball.
aggressively building their bullpens. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising,
Nope.
even though they're not, but they're not decreasing
Ball one, no
in
strike.
velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. And that one
Ball two.
missing low. Foul ball. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Next one misses, and now it's 3-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
He steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Now Machado up here. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. Pajes moving back for this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Reached on an infield single his first time. Tap foul at the plate. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cronenworth off of first with two away. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering misses, and that's ball three.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now two on and two outs.
A great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Joe at the plate and takes high there. 2 on, 2 outs.
Two balls, no strikes.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. 2 left on. And midway in the fourth, it's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres nothing. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Brian Hoeing.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. And now the count is even.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Fly to left his first time. Outside low, ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Just off the outside edge. That one ripped, and no one can get there. So now back to the top of the order. Here's Betts. He is struck out, and he is walked.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Joe makes the grab. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. On the ground, right side. On to first. And they get Edman for the out. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres nothing. Tirso Ornelas now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Ohtani back to work. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate
That's
runs.
a ball.
And downstairs. Gets the outside corner with that one.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job. Here's Elias Diaz. Went down on strikes his first time through. And strike 1 to the catcher.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
That one in the dirt, and 1-1. The Dodgers leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
So the batting order turns over. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. Next pitch misses, and now 2-0. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the Padres. That clips the corner. And that one clips the corner.
Now, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez hauls it in to end the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres nothing. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And there's the strike.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground to third. The throw to first. And Freeman is retired. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one fouled off. And strike 2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one in the air center field. Merrill has this one sized up. Corrals it. And that is that. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Way inside, and that hit him.
Well, that right there is why you see so many hitters wearing elbow guards these days. They're trying to control the strike zone and really stay over the plate. But I tell you what, it protects a really sensitive area, and they do a great job.
Machado now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael Grove getting loose out there. Vesia also throwing. That one out to right. Pajes sizes this one up, and in foul ground he pulls it down. One out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. He's 2 for 2. Cronenworth, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it is gone. A 2-run homer, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-3.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes X to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Already 3 runs across in the frame, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Bogarts started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Swings and misses, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Ohtani will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Michael Grove.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Next for the Padres, Connor Joe. And a slider misses down and away. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a rocket out to left. Hernandez makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. That one way outside. Ball 1. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Yuki Matsui, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And that
That's
misses. And the count is 2-0. And that one is inside. That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. One out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Conforto at the plate now. That's ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And that's off the outside edge. And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. Foul ball there. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Kim in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Conforto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay to the plate, and he's out.
Yeah, on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Textbook defensive execution right there. Outfielder hits the cutoff man, relay throw to the plate. A perfect strike and a great way to end the inning.
And now the DH, Tirso Ornelas. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull into second safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz.
Ball one.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one. The tying run at the plate. That one misses. 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low. Now 3-1. Luis Arias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Michael Grove done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tanner Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Luis Arias will hit next. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
That clips the corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tying run at the plate. And now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres 3. Sean Reynolds on to pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mookie Betts will get us started. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And
One
1
ball,
and 2.
2 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That ball's carrying. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Pretty good fastball location, down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Tommy Edman at the plate, 1 for 3. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Diaz on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, it's a good job of completing the strikeout at first base, but the one downside is it did allow that runner from second to move up to third, and that's with 1 out. They've got more ways now to get him home, and that makes it another strikeout situation coming up.
Here is Freddie Freeman. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
That is upstairs for ball 1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And the 1-0. On the ground. And foul ball.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Ball to strike.
Nope. 2-1.
Runner on at third. 1 gone.
Ball 3.
That's a strike.
3-2.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Betts scores. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's outside. Freeman leads off first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
The batter now will be Will Smith. There's your strike. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
1-0.
Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's Manny Machado. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Called strike right there. Drilled out towards left center field. Going back. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
At the plate, Jake Cronenworth. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Out to short. Betts. Fires across the diamond. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tanner Scott gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Blake Trinan gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here comes Sander Bogaerts.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
In there at the knees. And that is strike one. Action in the pen down there. Kirby Yates up and loosening in the pen. Vesia also getting ready. That one missed. With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Connor Joe getting ready to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And that's the 3rd out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 6, Padres 4. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Yuki Matsui.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back.
That's ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Hit weakly on the ground. Cronenworth throws on to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Here's Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Wandy Peralta, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one hops against the fence. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Andy Pajas now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that's going to kick into the corner. Muncy comes in to score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. That clips the corner. Pajes over at second, one down. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Count it 3-2.
This one in the dirt. To third, tag, got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
And that's inside, and a good at bat ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So a man aboard, and up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim. There's the strike. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Padres. Kirby Yates on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
So now here's the DH, Tirso Ornelas. And a big swing and a miss. Yates, a former All-Star, 37 years young. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Edman in position. Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. Upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
That one's in there, and the count even at 1. Started after it, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. the 2-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now the batter now, Luis Arias. And ball 1. And that one hit to first. One at second. And that's a double play to end it.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.